Peace and love. I hope all is well. Hope all is well. Hope you're feeling blessed, protected and safe and loved. Now, in this video, I will be bringing forward messages and guidance for those who are light workers, star seeds, earth angels, and we'll just be having a look to see what energy has to present to you today for February 2021. Now, on this channel, I also channel the energies of Mother Gaia, some ascended masters, and also some celebrity energies who wish to connect with us and assist us on our journey. And I also read for each sign of the zodiac. Now, for light workers, we're just going to use some oracle cards today, and we'll be using the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck, and the Keepers of Light Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. Now, I think we will start with Kyle Gray and see what messages we have coming out from this deck for those that are light workers. If I remember rightly, February's read was basically almost like a reminder that light workers and star seeds are never alone, and that whenever a light worker is in need, there's always a light worker around the corner to come in and support. Okay. So we have the Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And then we have Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. And for me, Melchizedek, whenever I connect with him or channel him, he often comes through as the energy of God or an embodiment of God. And okay, so I'm getting something to do with the heart center. Okay, now I'm getting that around this time, February 2021, and this has been a message that's been coming out quite a lot in terms of me connecting with energy, and it's about the eyes again, about really seeing authenticity in the eyes. But when it comes to light workers, what energy is expressing to me, it's to do with the wisdom in the eyes. Not just that, like, the wisdom of your face, or there's something to do with like the quality of, not the quality, but the features of light workers is like wise and mature. And it's like, even if you have a youthful energy, there's a maturity that's being noticed at this time. There's a maturity that's being acknowledged and admired by other people. And it's like an emotional maturity as well. But with this, the Shekinah, the sacred self, it's also to do with like vibrating and embodying your light self, your godly self, your divinity, your light work and your shadow work. It's like, I'm hearing like personal anointing, personal anointment. It's almost like those who take their spirituality into their own hands are being seen as, like, I want to say gods, but it's like gods of themselves or gods of their own life. It's like people see you as being your own God in your own life, that you don't worship somebody else, you worship yourself. And it's not that you're worshipping yourself, it's just you have respect for yourself. You know, like, you know your divinity, you know that you are connected to Source, you know that you are an expression of Source. Like, that's what I'm feeling for light workers for February 2021. It's like an acceptance of who you are in terms of your light mission and your mission here on earth. Okay. So you have Kalima, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is a chance to soar. So yes, with this card coming out, expressing major spiritual changes, I just feel that the third eye, I can't explain it, but it's almost like LightWorkers. It's almost like our third eye is going to be on show. And again, going back to this like personal anointment, like people seeing us as being our own personal God, it's like our third eye is on show for everybody to see. It's almost like there's no hiding your spiritual nature. There's no, light workers are not able to hide their light. It's like even if we was trying to dim our light for other people, even if we was trying to dim our light so that others' light could shine bright, that our light wouldn't dim. If anything, the attempt to dim it would make it shine brighter. There's something about us being seen regardless of choice or regardless of our personal feeling. And I also feel like it's to do with the amount of light that's been anchored to earth that people are ready to see, or people are ready to know or understand more about light work and ascension and anchoring light to earth. But that is what I'm feeling. I'm also getting this energy of trust, and it's coming through from this Melchizedek. And it's okay, you have learned from experience, more inner study is now required to further progress. Now what I'm feeling is that there's a level of trust that needs to be developed with light workers, and it's this trust that I can't explain it, but I can. Let me just try. Basically, what it feels like is that when we're on our spiritual journeys individually and we're connecting with energy or listening to source or downloads and we're trusting the intuitive messages, that every single time that we connect, it's kind of putting yourself in a state of trust. But what energy is kind of saying is that we need to establish a level of trust that never dwindles. So no matter what, it's not saying that we can't question a message that comes in or question guidance that comes in, but it's saying that there's always a level of trust there. We need to establish like a foundation of trust, if that makes sense. That's probably a better way of saying it. So that, I don't know, yeah, it's something to do with like trust and trusting the guidance that comes in, trusting our light work, trusting who we are, trusting our spiritual selves and our higher selves. Let's have one more final card from this deck. So we have Kuan Yin, care and compassion, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. I'm not too sure. Okay. I'm getting it. Basically, you have to lead by example. When it's saying offer this helping hand, it's that one day everybody will be in a place where their third eye will be visible. It may not be like now or 10 years or 20 years or 50 years or 1,000 years. It doesn't really matter. But what energy is saying, one day there will be a day when everybody's third eye is completely visible, 100% on show. There will be a day when I want to say when everybody's truth is seen. It's almost that I'm being shown that when we look at somebody or when our eyes meet, there's like, I don't know what it, basically what I'm being shown is like, I don't know if this happens now or whether it's something that's going to happen more in the future, but it's like when two people's eyes meet, their bodies transfer information about like their day, about their physical being, their health, everything, and who they are as a spiritual being. And it's almost like one day it's going to be like that for everybody. But right now, light workers need to stand firm in who they are, stand firm and unapologetic about their third eye being open, about their sense of feeling, about their spiritual gifts, because in them kind of standing firm, it's anchoring that timeline, it's anchoring timelines where spirituality is part of the everyday normal 3D matrix. Saying I'm hearing 5D as well and 6D. But it's like light workers, it's basically where light workers are becoming more visible, and it's becoming harder to hide in the shadows. It's like the light is so strong, the light is so poignant that people's heads can't help but turn 444 on the clock. People's heads can't help but notice you. So let's pull some cards from the Starseeder report for LightWorkers February 2021. Again, the energy of like time speeding up. I'm sure that came out in the last read, or it came out in one of the Gaia channelings. But there is this sense of time speeding up for light workers. And I'm getting like a lot of cycles and karmic things are closing out and completing. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Okay, so I'm getting that February is about anchoring. It's about the anchoring of a timeline, but it feels like a specific timeline, and I'm being brought straight back to Christ consciousness again. It just feels like an anchoring of a timeline. And I'm hearing it's a timeline where everybody is open. And I'm getting that's why like I'm been receiving a lot of like Christ consciousness downloads, because Christ was a very open individual in terms of his heart center, in terms of his throat chakra, in terms of his third eye. Also in terms of every chakra really, but they're the three that are most, and well, crown root chakra. The only two that are not popping up, Fatsi, they're even coming up now as being every single chakra he was open and he was working with and he was in the flow with, really. And that's what we are heading towards. This is what February is about for Lightworkers and is being seen. I'm getting that we have to be seen. People have to know that it's possible to live a life of peace, or live a normal life, but be within peace. And what they mean by that is that you can live a normal life, still have ups and downs, still have sad times and angry moments, and have joyful moments, but still be within peace when all of these different emotions are occurring. And it's about being open with your system. Knowing that you can express from any part of your system, any part of your chakra system. There's something about in all of your system being open is a freedom of expression. But I'm getting like, I'm not sure. I was going to say something to do with like negative energy, but I'm just going to leave that message there. What else do we have for Lightworkers for February 2021? I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrong, uprooting. as I already said, it feels like there is this closing out of karmic ties, karmic relationships, but like generational cycles. Basically, yes, things are being cleared, things are being cleansed. But with this uprooting, it's not, that's basically referring to the anchoring of this timeline where everybody's open, where everybody's connected to their spiritual self, where everybody's third eye is visible. And when I say visible, I don't mean in the sense of there's going to be a literal third eye. And again, you never know how things will manifest, you know. But it's more so like something, again, to do with their presence and the energy of their face and the energy of their eyes and what lies behind the eyes, which we will just know that they are open spiritually, that their third eye is awakened, that they can see. I don't know, I feel like seers, something to do with seers is going to increase. Maybe like seers, there's going to be more seers or people who have clear sight. Okay. Let's move to the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck, see what messages we have coming out of this deck for LightWorkers 2021. What did LightWorkers need to hear for February 2021? Empowerment. And I'm hearing only you can empower yourself. Whilst obviously other lightworkers can empower other lightworkers, and you can seek confidence from other things, it's basically what you're being reminded, and what energy is reminding me to remind you, is that you have to dig deep. You have to really go within and find your strength from within yourself, because any strength that you find from outside of yourself is not everlasting strength. It's strength for it within the moment. But once that strength is being used up, then you're left without strength, basically. This is why energy is saying find it within yourself. You have to empower yourself from within. You have to know that within you lies like a self-sustaining well of strength and positive energy. But you have to find it, and you have to dig it up yourself. You have to go within and pull it out. It's always there, but you have to do the work to reach it. Laughter. I'm feeling that this is an important vibration for this month. Don't get me wrong, this month it's a very positive month in terms of the energy that's coming in, because I just feel a lot of energy to do with Christ and Christ consciousness. But also with Christ, there's also very serious energy. A very, I'm getting a bit judgmental. Obviously, he was an individual that was highly judged throughout his experience on earth. So it can be a time when we are feeling judged, but it feels more so that we are judging ourselves, to be honest. But energy is, again, reminding us to have laughter, to not be so heavy on ourselves, to not put so much pressure on ourselves. But they're also saying to have fun with energy, have fun with your spirit team, invite them to dance with you. They're saying when you dance with your spirit team, you are boosting your connection by the use of music and they're saying kinetic energy, movement energy. They say movement energy is in direct connection to manifestation. I don't know, it feels like dancing with your guides or your spirit team can help with manifestation. Well, they're saying it's like the energy of joy. And they're saying the energy of joy is also connected to the energy of gratitude. And gratitude is connected to the energy of manifestation. Be spontaneous. But regardless of the be spontaneous part, what I'm seeing, is the seeking of the connection between you and this other individual, you and your guides, you and energy. Again, they just want to remind us that they are always with us, and now they're saying your light team is always with you. And I'm getting like your soul family, but not your soul family in terms of those on earth, your soul family in terms of those from the stars. They are always with you. I just think February 2021 is going to be like a deeper knowing of our soul family from the stars, or something to do with, or just more of a feeling of being in of our like star families being around us energetically. But I think we're going to leave this video here for those that are light workers for February 2021. I thank you for being present with me and joining me. Peace and love. Ashe.